From severe weather, from a quiet winter weather season to a very stormy winter weather season. It's been an active 2014, now it's 2015, and more is on its way in the form of severe weather. Today, severe thunderstorms sweeping across Missouri and portions of the Tennessee Valley for Friday. I'm Steve Cooper. This is Tennessee Storm Watch, and along with my co-host here is Jason Campbell, and we're broadcasting this live event for the upcoming severe weather season 2015. Jason, we'll start off with you. What do you think about the severe weather season start so far?
Well, actually, it hasn't been too bad, actually. I mean, for East Tennessee, we've really dodged a bullet. According to a lot of things I have seen lately, looks like a lot of things do tend to weaken a little bit before they end up reaching East Tennessee, but that could change quickly over the next 24 hours as we got another system moving our way.
Yeah, and of course, not to mention, already one tornado warning today issued for parts of Missouri, and then we had a couple of more storms, which was last week that came through portions of the plains. I think it was last week or the week before, 2 weeks ago, I think, as I can recall. And so now, the next question is why do you think the storm season is a bit more quiet this year, because last year it was pretty active when the season first got started?
Well, I would think mainly because of the winter has gotten off to a really rough start, and then once it did get started, it actually extended a little bit longer than it should have.
Okay, and of course, counting the National Weather Service updates and with the Storm Prediction Center last year, there was quite a bit of tornadoes. This year, not so much on a good start, but that might change as we go into tomorrow, folks. And me and Jason is here to tell you all about it. First, let's go and go over to Jason's Storm Center, and he's going to show you what he's got going on over across Northeast Tennessee, and kind of give you some information of what to be expected later on tonight as well. Jason?
All right, give me just a moment here. I got to jump back over to the Tennessee area here. I was just looking at of course, we're all avidly watching the storms that are developing over in southeastern Kansas this evening. Before I jump into the weather for East Tennessee right now, we do have our first storm that has popped up over southwest Kansas that is in the general vicinity within about 100 to 150 miles just to the west of Joplin. As we all know, that Joplin got destroyed pretty bad a couple years ago.
Yes, they sure did.
Like I said, before I jump over to the East Tennessee weather area, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'll jump over here to the view for the storm that we've got going on here, and over southeast Kansas, as you can see, the cap has broken now. As you can see, Joplin, Missouri is right about here. They got a temperature of 75 degrees. Looks like we do got the first tornado warning of the day. Steve, what do you think this could do for Joplin if this comes through again like this?
Well, it's very sad to say Joplin, and let me just kind of reiterate Joplin's Joplin's disaster they went through. I believe it was years ago when those tornadoes and severe thunderstorms came through. What year was it? As I recall,
it was 2012, if I'm not mistaken.
2012, yeah, 2012. And let's go back to that radar display and let me show you exactly what is going on with this radar real quick. As Jason, if he can pull that up. Okay, you can. Okay, you got it pulled up. Good. All right, now let me go ahead and go to the radar display here and show you what we got going on. This is the radar display. As you can see, there is a tornado warning. A tornado warning already for some parts of the Missouri area, and already, even though it's not very strong at this point, Doppler radar indicated tornado, and just seeing this tornado warning It's really scary because in 2012, 2011, since the tornado did happen in Joplin, Missouri, there was quite a bit of damage and quite a bit of deaths as well that had happened within the area. And if the storm was to drop yet another tornado tonight, it would be a sheer reminder of not just the tornado on that's going to be developing uh, with the threat tonight, but it's a sheer reminder to bring back things of what happened in Missouri the last time, and I think there was probably over at least 500 people or more killed within that storm. So this is a tornado warning. And of course, let me go ahead and bring up the county with that. There is a
We do have I hate to interrupt you, but we do have a train spotter report on that storm of a funnel cloud being reported uh, 9 miles north of Mound Valley by train spotters.
Okay, and as you all can see, Jason, I love the display on GR Level 3. This is the. Let me go ahead. I'll show you. I'll show you what I'm looking at here in a few minutes. But Jason is right. A funnel cloud has been reported, and this is in the Joplin, Missouri. This is in the Missouri area. I don't mean to say Joplin, Missouri. Let me go ahead and show you my screen real quick and show you exactly what I'm talking about here as I'm going to present this to everyone. Again, this is a tornado warning. This is for counties that are in northern Labette County. So if you're in northern Labette County, a tornado warning is in effect there in southeastern Kansas until 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And at 7:11, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was near Mound Valley, or 7 miles east of Cherryville, and it's moving east at 30 miles per hour. Tornado, golf ball size hail is possible with this storm. Debris is likely with this storm. I'm not sure if Jason can determine if there's anything that shows a debris ball. I guess the only way to tell that is go with the 0.5 velocity scale here. Actually, that's the wrong one. Let me go to the okay, 0.5.
It looks like you have a little bit of rotation with that. It don't look like it's all too strong at this moment, but it don't look like it's all. It looks like there's quite a bit of rotation in there, but it's moderate. It's not too strong.
Okay.
But if they are seeing a funnel cloud, then that means there is one impending.
Yeah, so right now, folks, if you are especially in this county and plus going into Sherman and West Mineral, you may want to get prepared. This is just the start of things to come. This is a tornado warning, and this is kind of what I wanted to show Jason. This is pretty cool. This is actually the tornado watch box. I miss these old red colors that came out before, and even though SPC has got them all in yellow, this is the tornado watch box that has been issued by the Storm Prediction Center. As you can see, it's for Howell County as well as Somerville, on up into Wright, Marshfield, and Conway, and then right on up through Buffalo there. So, tornado watch is issued, and this tornado watch goes on through at least midnight local time into possibly 2 a.m. in the morning. So you want to watch out for approaching storms. If a tornado is spotted, please go to a basement or interior room to the lowest level of the floor home of your office or whatever it might be. And Jason, is there anything you want to add with this cell?
What I was thinking of doing, Steve, if it's okay with you, I wanted to quickly jump over to an affiliate that most storm chasers do use. It's TV and weather storm chasing. I want to see if we can get any live shots from that area and see if we can see what we've got going on out there.
Okay, go right ahead.
Let me jump up there really quick.
So I need to stop my screen share with this, right, and switch over to you there, or just
yeah.
Okay.
Stop the screen share there. Let's see what we got going on here. All right, let me go ahead and bring up my screen share here. I do have a stream of that right now. Give me just a moment. I'll jump back over. Let's see, screen share. I will do
Y'all will have to forgive our technology. It's a little balanced.
All right, as you can see, we have Lawrence McEwen here. He is on the storm right now in just outside of that tornado warning. Um, I'm guessing it looks like we do have a fire, what it looks like.
Yeah, either a fire or possible power flashes is what I've seen there as well. If you're within this area that is being located, I would say that there is that looks almost just like debris is being picked up from the ground there. As you can see, either it's fire or debris. But right there on the rain-free base area, that's where the storm is starting to really pick up. And somewhere along that line is possibly the funnel cloud that is starting to shape out and possibly trying to touch down there. Go ahead, Jason.
What it looks like here, it does look like we have a fire right here, but it looks like the smoke is being entrained into the storm, which is showing a really good amount of inflow. Oh yeah, that's a fire for sure.
Okay, so it is a fire. Okay, so we don't have a tornado right now. That is a fire. Um, apologize about that. Go ahead, Jason.
Let's see. Let's jump over here to the stream from Kelly Williamson here, because does seem to get some pretty good view here.
These are some streams, folks. Let me add, these are some streams that Jason is showing from storm chasers and storm spotters that are out in the field right now in the Missouri Boot Hill chasing these storms. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, it looks like we've got Eric Brown. He's out joining Kelly Williamson today due to some car trouble, so it looks like he is out there photographing the storm. As you can see, it looks like we do have a developing wall cloud right here. It's not very visible, but if you look very carefully, you can see it kind of coming out just a little bit. You got the anvil right here, and then you got your developing wall cloud right here. I could see it very faintly.
Okay, so we got a possible developing wall cloud within the Missouri area. And what you all want to do is, if you're within this area at all, you want to go ahead and, go to a basement or interior room. It's really, especially if you don't really too much about tornadoes or funnel activity, what you want to do is find yourself a safe place and stay there, especially in the center part of your house, so that when the tornado does come, you're not getting debris that's coming your way. Everything's going to slam against the house in your bathroom or whatever is going to shake a little bit and possibly roof disappear. But other than that, you're still safe, at least.
Oh, yeah, here we go, Steve. Here we go. It's showing up really well now. You can see that right edge right there. Oh, it looks like he's moving looks like he's pulling away from where he's at right now.
Okay, so Jason is pulling away. So Jason reports that he's pulling away at this time. We'll keep you updated of all the latest severe weather alerts right here as being Jason tracks these possible storms and formations that are going on into the area. Okay, well, let's go ahead and switch over. Not only just the problem is in Missouri, but the problem also is going to be beginning elsewhere as well. And some of those areas that I guess people are not very familiar with is, of course, the Ohio Valley and the Tennessee Valley region. And we'll get to that right about now. Let me go ahead and take you to the Storm Prediction Center's website here. This is going live to the Storm Prediction Center, and kind of just want to show what is precisely going on with this storm system. Now, what we got going on quickly, if you will, let me go ahead and quickly slide over to my main map area real quick here. I always love going to the Weather Prediction Center because that's where the fun begins, is at the Weather Prediction Center. It always begins there. You don't have to really worry too much about trying to find the local front. But what we got going on is a very strong cold front back off to the Midwest, back off into the lower areas of the Mississippi Valley, and it's pushing straight up through the Ohio Valley region. And if I can go ahead and bring this up, here's what everything is looking like right now. There's that front we're talking about. If I can just go ahead and pull this up. There you see the dry line coming straight out of Texas and into the Ohio Valley. Now look what is going on with this system from the Ohio Valley down through the Tennessee Valley. That outflow boundary is bringing showers and thunderstorms out of the Missouri Boot Heel and into parts of West Tennessee. And not just that, but you have a lot of very strong wind flow that's going from south to north. And what that's doing is it's moistening up the air mass. It's bringing levels to an elevated. It's bringing the atmosphere to an elevated level right now. But as we go into Friday, all that what you're seeing that's going on in Missouri, it very well may likely affect western and middle Tennessee during the early morning hours to late morning hours. And then as we move our way through the afternoon hours, these storms are going to be affecting parts of the Tennessee Valley. And we're going to look into that real quick right about now and kind of give you some details here. And what I'll do is I'll go ahead and let Jason on this screen share go ahead and tell you about tonight's risk of severe weather, and then go over a little bit of that risk tomorrow. But first, just in case you did not know, there is a tornado watch here. This is for all of the southern Missouri area back over into southeast Kansas, an area where we really don't want to see a tornado watch. There is a tornado watch. This does include Joplin, and this does include a good part of southeastern parts of Kansas as well. So me and Jason's going to watch out for this really close for you and keep you updated of the latest weather information. But right now, let's go ahead and go to Jason on today's outlook. And here, I'll go ahead and pull this up and let him kind of take over from here. Jason?
All right, folks, what you want to really keep in mind is what's going on right now in Kansas and Missouri and Arkansas area is what's going to set the stage for what's going to happen tomorrow. What we're looking at is the possibility of an enhanced, well, what we have right now is for day 2, I know Steve's on day 1 right now, but for day 2, you can see as your enhanced risk is over southern Missouri and southern Illinois here. As day 2 comes into effect, you will see that risk indeed shifts eastward with a slight risk as far as east is Morristown. Not quite into my region, but looks like there will be a risk for some severe storms, pretty good ones over Middle Tennessee. Steve?
And of course, it's like Jason said, this risk of severe weather for tomorrow goes anywhere across Nashville, back over, down in through parts of northern Alabama, where currently there is an enhanced 30% risk of severe, actually more than a 30%. Nashville is under a dangerous risk. Folks, when you see that black, what that means is it stands for a significant risk of severe weather. That's not good. Places like Gallatin, Nashville, over into parts of southern Middle Tennessee stands a chance of getting hit by either a very strong wind event, which could bring down power lines, damage buildings, and uproot shallow-rooted trees, even knock down some strongly rooted trees. I would advise that anyone within the region here, you do not need to take lightly this situation. This is very dangerous. The Storm Prediction Center does have that significant risk out for severe weather for Middle Tennessee, down through parts of northeast Mississippi. I would say anywhere from Oklahoma all the way on up into all the way to Nashville and into parts of southwest Kentucky. While there is more of a slight risk of severe weather over into portions of East Tennessee as well. So Jason is exactly right. Even though the enhanced risk or the moderate risk area is not within the Johnson City, Tennessee area or Chattanooga area, this still does not mean that you don't need to really pay attention. This could be a dangerous situation. We're talking possible supercellular activity and even a few tornadoes. So Jason's going to go over and tell you what you need to do just in case severe weather does develop and what are some smart ways for storm safety.
And Steve, one more thing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up that same screen you had as well on my end.
Okay.
That way I can show that as well. Let me bring it up really quick before I switch over. And I wanted to really wanted to emphasize what that means on that bottom side. Let's see. Let me go to the probabilistic here.
Okay.
All right, let me go back over and I'll pull that up really quick. All right, folks. If you can see here, of course, Steve did mention we have that 30% hatch risk area over central and middle Tennessee and then northern Mississippi and northwest Alabama. If you jump down here where it says day 2 probability of risk, they do have that right there as significant severe. In case you didn't see that, Steve, right down here at the bottom. And it does which areas are in that risk right there. And that, unfortunately, is the area where my kids are living. So I will be keeping in contact with them to make sure they're safe. That's one thing I did want to implement as well while you were speaking about that. Let's see. Let me see if I can jump over to Steve, are you currently seeing my GR level 3 right now?
I'm only seeing your risk of severe weather at this point.
Let me go ahead and jump back over here and change that screenshot over here real quick. I'm going to go over a couple things with that. Let me...
Okay, now while Jason is trying to go over with things, I want to go ahead and bring you to the local Doppler radar and go over some of the warnings that are still going. Okay, we now have a confirmed report of a tornado on the ground, Jason, a confirmed report of a tornado on the ground. Let me go ahead and go back on the radar here and show you what's going on. Me and Jason was really
as well.
There is a confirmed tornado warning in effect until 8 p.m. This is for northeastern LaBeake County. Me and Jason was talking about this. As I have said a few minutes ago, that may have not been smoke, Jason. There's now a confirmed tornado that was located west of Parsons, moving east to 25 miles per hour. Damaging tornado and golf ball size hail is with this storm. And Jason,
that storm's looking pretty wicked too, Steve.
It has become a particular dangerous situation right now, correct?
That storm's looking pretty wicked too. Let me jump back over here to the live stream we got from an affiliate.
Here's Jason. He's going to go to live stream. This is the live stream right now. This is not good, folks. This is just like the storm in Joplin, Missouri. This is a terrible, terrible sight to see. There is a tornado on the ground. As you can see there, you see the debris that's coming from the ground up. It's a very nasty storm. Jason, this is looking just like the image of a few years back. This is bad.
There's your wall cloud right there. Let me see if I can get the stream to go past here because he's going.
Right there's the wall cloud. Yes, that's the wall cloud. This was the image that Jason and I was looking at a few minutes ago that we've identified as possible smoke rising up in the air. What it is, folks, it's debris that's coming up into the storm, and it's a very large wall cloud indeed. And Jason, if you want to explain what people are looking at now, so that they might actually get some signs of what to expect for tomorrow from any site.
Let me jump over here and see if I can pick up a different stream here, see if we can get a better view. I know Lawrence McEwen usually, oh, there we go. There's a really good shot. He's not really on the actual tornadic side. He's actually on the other side of the core.
Okay.
Let's see, because you can see here's the high precipitation. This isn't high precipitation supercell. This isn't just a standard supercell. It's low precip or LP. Let's see.
Which indicates that this supercell in itself has the higher potential to produce a larger tornado, and that's a very dangerous situation. Very dangerous situation.
If you look here, you can also see faintly the spirals of this storm as well, which indicates it is a very healthy rotating supercell. And it didn't take very long for these storms to get going.
No, it sure didn't. It sure didn't. And just like Jason is explaining to you there on that supercell, tomorrow could be another terrible day regarding the same situation. Folks, these storms, they can explode quick. You could get a lot of development for rapidly developing severe storms, and those quickly become tornadic. And I would say almost every storm that develops tomorrow will possibly be tornadic, and Jason and I will explain why that's possible here in a few minutes. But back to you, Jason.
Okay, let's see. I want to jump over to a site that I'm using here as well. It does show the, let's see, predictive radar for tomorrow. Let me go ahead and bring that up. All right. This is your current. Well, this isn't your current. This is a futurecast radar as of 8:36. This is where the radar currently stands. As I bring this across, let's see. I don't know what happened there. Okay. You can see we currently have this squall line right here.
This is the current squall line going on right now, correct?
Yes. But as we move through the overnight hours, it looks like it may die off quite a bit. But then we have a lot of this developing out here. Let's see. This is one of those lines we want to watch out for the northwest as well.
Yeah, because quickly you could get some strong to severe storms that build up more along that for the afternoon and for the evening hours. So that's something we'll definitely keep an eye on for. As Jason is showing, that squall line will make its way across Paducah, Kentucky, and down through portions of northwest Tennessee through tomorrow morning. Now look what happens tomorrow afternoon. The storms continue to move advanced on through the afternoon hours, and you'll start seeing the moisture start picking up over parts of middle Tennessee. If Jason can play that.
If you look here, this is actually 4:49 in the morning tomorrow morning.
Yeah, this is 4 o'clock in the morning, folks. This is what is expected by 4:49 in the morning. Showers and thunderstorms through tomorrow morning, and as the storms roll on to the southeast, we start seeing a bit of a holding together type storms, and I don't want to really say weakening, but kind of shrinking a little bit, but still holding together. Because here comes the next line of storms that's going to be starting to form out in the Missouri Boot Hill. So once again, Missouri could see round 2 of possible severe weather tomorrow, and including the Tennessee Valley. Now look what happens here along northeast Tennessee. Showers and thunderstorms move on through northeast Tennessee through the afternoon hours, and then we get another shot of thunderstorms, possibly supercellular, once the daytime heating increases. Bam! This is a very nasty situation. These folks are what we are calling training supercells. Am I standing correct on that, Jason?
Yes, that's correct as well. If you watch the past couple streams that I've had here, the past couple shots here, looks like my neck of the woods is going to get about 3 shots basically tomorrow. If you look here, this is about 8 o'clock in the morning. I'll move that forward by about 11 o'clock. The first shot will come through, and then you move on till about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You got plenty of daytime heating there. You got your second shot coming through. That's going to be your second squall line.
Yes, and more than likely, I would say tomorrow you'll be under a particular dangerous tornado watch in Nashville, as well as through Chattanooga. Now look what happens here. These storms are going to go anywhere from Texas and train all the way from Alabama to Chattanooga, all the way up into Johnson City, Tennessee. So me and Jason are going to be watching out for you real close tomorrow. That you'll see a lot of warnings posted on Facebook. And, of course, we'll keep an eye on Jason as he goes out storm chasing tomorrow, should the storms come through. But here's a bit of a closer view if Jason can zoom in on that. Again, anywhere from parts of southeast Tennessee through from Chattanooga all the way on up into Knoxville and into the Tri-Cities. These storms are very strong and significant, some producing some very heavy rainfall, very heavy rain, over 2 inches. That's what most of that is. But these very red core cells here is what appears to be producing the heaviest part of the storm concentration. We're talking large hail, damaging winds, and even the threat of tornadoes. And it looks like that will be going through the afternoon hours. So for those of you that are tuning in and watching, I would say most likely through the day tomorrow, be alert to see a tornado watch issuance by the Storm Prediction Center. Me and Jason will likewise keep you informed as we go through the day tomorrow for sure. But there again, through the morning hours, you'll see a squall line come across Kentucky through parts of Tennessee, with more activity picking up over portions of the southern Tennessee Valley and then through northeastern Tennessee. So, Jason, there's anything you want to add to that?
No, I think you pretty much covered that, Steve. I was just going back and looking at the loop of the predictive radar as well. Um, as you can see, we do have a little bit of storms coming at us right now. It's just to the northeast of Cookeville. We've had these little pop-up storms to the southwest of Knoxville. That's occurred most of the afternoon, but none of them have really gone severe. We did have a couple severe thunderstorm warnings back over towards these storms up here in Kentucky, but those I think have since been allowed to expire, if I'm not mistaken. Let me jump back over here and I'll take a look. Let me take one.
Okay, I could actually go ahead and read some of those warnings if they are. Okay, we have one warning in effect. Jason was mentioning the warnings in Kentucky. This is one warning currently that's out in the Kentucky area right now. This cell not really looking too strongly organized. Really, it's got a little bit of what appears to be some weak some weak hail there, maybe some gusty, damaging winds. That's about it. And with that cell, there is a severe thunderstorm warning, and this is for northwestern Edmonson County. Okay, now this has just been confirmed. Wow, just that quick. The severe thunderstorm warning has been chopped down to size. Again, it's basically saying until 7:50, so a little bit more to go on that, and that severe thunderstorm warning should be canceled. So,
Hey, Steve,
go ahead.
Really quick, I do apologize. We do have a new tornado warning on that storm in Kansas. It actually is just over the border from Joplin. This thing is eyeing Joplin straight on. The newest warning is for Cherokee County and southern Crawford County in southeast Kansas. It says a severe thunderstorm was capable of producing a tornado was located 14 miles southwest of Macomb and moving east at 40. It does show that the hazard is a tornado and ping pong ball size hail. It does say the source was radar indicated, so this wasn't confirmed yet. But of course, the storm does have the history of producing a tornado. I wish I did have a storm tracker on this storm because it looks like it may impact the northern side of Joplin, if I'm not mistaken.
I love those. I love those storm trackers, especially the watch trackers as well. But as Jason was saying, here's the tornado warning. This is for the Missouri area right now. Jason, it's picking up some very, very strong rotation. It almost looks like we're Oh, Jason, we have a debris ball currently. Let me go ahead and show you all. We have a debris ball here. This is what we're talking about. There's a mesocyclone mark right here, and as you can see, what we got going on here is a bit of a circle that's picking up a small.
We do have debris. We do have debris as well
on the radar. A very, very nasty situation, and this is over in the Missouri area right now.
Oh my goodness.
The debris ball area. This is a tornado warning. There is a tornado and golf ball size hail. Weather spotters reported a funnel cloud, and more than likely with this showing up, as it is right now, there is a tornado currently on the ground. Now, we're going to keep an eye on this, but there's the little pendage that you're seeing. In that pendage, this is where usually there's a sign of tornado is on the very southwest side. So if you're moving through Columbia, right on it through Macomb and Weir, tornado on the ground as it pushes its way off to the east into Columbus, and then currently right on up through Wire County. So you want to be prepared for this. This is a dangerous situation, and it's especially with the sun that's going down right now. It's going to be very extremely hard to see where this tornado may actually go. Right now, it appears to be Macomb and Ware. Did I pronounce that right? Macomb and Ware. There is a tornado on the ground. Jason laughed. Go ahead.
If you look at the correlation coefficient for that storm as well, which at 0.5, it does give a clear indicator that we may have something on the ground as well. I do agree with you. If you look here, you do have a really strong signature right here of some darker blues right here, just to the north west of Labette, to the north of Oswego. And if you look, I've got this same screen in the picture of Joplin. There's Joplin.
Okay, your camera had just. You might want to turn your picture back on there. We're seem to be getting some technical difficulty on your
Give me
picture.
just a moment here. I'll jump back on.
All right, Jason. There you're on. We see you now. Go ahead.
All right, you see the radar?
Oh yeah, I see it now. Okay, yeah, folks, there it is. Possible debris ball right there. Wow, yes, very sharp, very sharp.
Here's Joplin.
So, Jason's saying, look out, Joplin. The storm is headed towards you.
We've got a report. Storm chaser reports tornado just to the north of Labette.
Okay, so we have a tornado on the ground near Labette, and this is the same signature that's in Joplin currently. That's moving into Joplin. Am I correct on that, or is it going to miss?
That's correct. Let me.
So the storm is headed toward Joplin right now. So okay.
You keep on. I'm gonna keep checking some streams here to see if I can get an image of it.
Okay, so once again, very, very pronounced tornado on the ground, as you can see on the radar screen. A very pronounced tornado on the ground. This thing is moving its way off to the east at about probably 50 to 60 miles per hour. This is a dangerous storm. If you're in its path, this thing is already on the ground. So it's best to go ahead and go to a basement if possible. Try not to outrun tornadoes. It can be especially too dangerous to see tornadoes at night. I would say your best bet during this storm is to make sure that you stay very low until this storm is passed. This is a very dangerous situation. I've never really been in a tornado, but from what I've heard in some stories, there's power flashes that you'll see. Some say the storm sounds like a freight train. And Jason, this debris ball it has tightened up. And as you can see here, folks, this is very consistent. This is a very consistent debris ball right here.
Let's see.
So if you are anywhere between, excuse me, if I can get my radar up here while Jason is trying to pull something up. If you're anywhere between the Missouri area, this does affect Labette County. A tornado warning has been issued, and this is for golf ball size hail. And once again, a spotter has reported a tornado that is currently on the ground. Okay, we now have another tornado warning, and Jason was mentioning this a few minutes ago. This is giving a warning for Cherokee County and southern Crawford County until 8:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Now, as of 7:37, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 14 miles southwest of Macomb and moving east at 40 miles per hour, so the speed has slowed down a little bit. Moving east at 40 miles per hour. Tornado and ping pong ball size hail has been reported, and this is radar indicated. Locations include Cherokee, Chicopee, Columbus, Crestline, Paulina, Galena, Howell, Lumpton, McCurr, Neutral, Apollos, Pittsburgh, Riverton, Roseland, Scammon, Sherman, Sherwin, Skidmore, and Stippleville, Mirror, and West Mineral. Tornado warning is in effect for you. This is a tornado indicated on radar, but most likely it's also been reported by a storm spotter that a tornado is currently on the ground. Jason, back to you.
What I'm doing right now, Steve, is I was trying to bring up a live. I've got access to a stream as well for through Comcast cable to be able to bring up a live video of the Weather Channel.
Yeah.
to see if they have live coverage of that right now. But it looks like they are indeed having some technical difficulties right now with it. Let's see if I can get it to come up really quick. Yeah, it looks like they are having some technical difficulties bringing that up right now. But right now, I am currently watching the stream from Lawrence McEwen. It looks like he does have some pretty good rotation with this storm as well. Let me see if I can bring
So,
his stream up really quick.
so some pretty good rotation indeed. There is a tornado warning in effect. Um, and for those of you that are in this tornado warning, you want to go to a basement, interior room, and make sure that you put walls between you and the anticipated tornado. Do not try to outrun the tornado, especially too dangerous at night. Don't go under any bridges or overpasses. This is a dangerous, nasty storm here. Now, also, what I want you to recognize is another storm that's rotating, and this could become tornado warned any minute. And this tornado warning or this severe thunderstorm warning with possible rotation is for Barton and East Central Crawford County. That's until 8 p.m. Eastern. That's until 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. This storm is moving east at 30 miles per hour. 60-mile-per-hour winds and quarter-size hail is expected with this storm. Like I said, I wouldn't doubt if this thing becomes a bit more stronger. So, Jason, we're going to send it back to you for a little bit, and then I've got to go get my wife here in a few minutes. But if you want to add a bit more of information.
Well, at this moment, I really don't have any more further information besides the fact I'm just watching this stream to see if I can get an active image. I'm not sure if you're able to see my stream right now on here.
Okay, we're going to go live to Jason's screen. Jason, this is just really nasty. This is the way it looked last year. I mean, this is the way it looked at least several years ago. Joplin, this is like Joplin all over again, is it not, Jason?
Yep, that's correct.
This is a very nasty situation. There is a tornado that is on the ground. You can see the storm itself, the power flashes. It almost looks like lightning, but you can see the power flashes. This is just incredible. So while this tornado is on the ground, what you want to do is go to a basement or interior room, seek shelter. Once again, tornado warning in effect. And as Jason shows you the radar display, once again, tornado warning in effect for there. So severe weather tonight for the Missouri Bluegill, continuing through the Tennessee Valley as we go through the day tomorrow. Stay tuned to the Chattanooga Weather Desk. We will keep you informed of all the latest weather information.